I get asked a lot, Omega, how did you, StormPow and Toastie meet? How did the Derp Circle come to be what it is today? How did you guys do it? And I also get asked, how do you put yourself out there on YouTube? How do you get more subscribers? Whatever. Well, I made a few videos talking about stuff like this, but I want to start off this video with saying there is no definitive way to automatically put yourself out there and then have people love you and then have everyone coming to you for collaborations. And there is no way to just get an infinite amount of subscribers by doing one thing. One thing you have to learn about YouTube is a lot of the stuff you do is a grind and it takes time. If you have time and passion and dedication, then keep on watching. If this is just something that you don't really give a fuck about and you only want the easy way out, or in, I guess, then get the fuck out. So here we go. How do you put yourself out there? That's what I'm going to answer in this video. It's simple. Simpler than you may think. What I did, well, how I met StormPow anyway, was from just commenting on a Machinima Realm video. He actually responded, and then we just hit it off from there. He inboxed me, and then yeah, that's probably not gonna happen with you, to be completely honest, because most of the people that are posting on Machinima these days, they don't really read the comments or anything like that. They just sort of, you know, get their stuff up on Machinima and they want to sort of get known. That's why they post on Machinima, and that's understandable. But StormPow was one of the few people that, you know, actually looked through the comments and was replying to people. So yeah, that's how I met StormPow. And how I met Toastie was via a community channel. Now I don't know if these things are still around, because me and Toastie used to do a lot of Call of Duty commentaries, and there were a lot of these community channels out there. And we met on one called Legit Gaming Union, or LGU. I think they're just like nothing now at this point. But we met on that. But another way to meet people, how I've met people before, and, you know, we sort of built relationships, but they weren't, you know, strong, because I shied away from Call of Duty and stuff like that, and then bonds got broken on some Naruto shit. But anyway, what you can do is, if you play a game, for example, say Call of Duty, Halo, anything, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Pony Island Adventure 16, doesn't matter. This is what you do. You search up in your search engine or YouTube, whatever. You search for the game that you play, and then search for a commentary, and then you watch them. It's sort of like, when you're doing this, remember that you're not trying to settle for anyone, you know. Picture this as you are a manager, and you've got to hire someone to come onto your team. You've got to hire someone to be your new employee. Except in this case, you're sort of gonna try to connect with someone to build a stronger relationship, so that way you guys can work off of each other and then build your channel up farther. Well, what you got to do is make sure that this person is compatible with you. I've said this before as well. If somebody is doing mainly tips and tricks, only tips and tricks, and then you do sort of like funny life stories or commentaries like that, maybe it wouldn't be a good fit. If you do funny stuff or whatever on your channel, trolling, and then somebody does deep commentaries about life, maybe not a good idea for you guys to pair up. Try to find somebody that does the same style of stuff you do. If you do a lot of live commentaries and the other person does a lot of live commentaries, that's a pretty good match, because you guys can do live commentaries together and bring it in. You combine that person's fan base with yours and now double the fan base, so to speak, if it was a perfect word. But we all have inactive subscribers, so don't be expecting to automatically double like that. Don't be expecting anything at all. Because if you're going into a friendship, because that's what that is, you're basically hunting for a friend. If you're going into that friendship looking to only gain, it's going to fail you. It's going to fail. That's just all there is to it. It's not going to work out. Go into it looking for a friendship that you can actually build upon and make your channels bigger and make that person's channel bigger. Make sure that you actually want to help them as well as help you. I mean, there are possibilities for just a YouTube business thing, and you guys do a video together or a couple of videos together just to combine it, and that's it. Man, you know, just make sure you're letting the person know that that's what you want to do, if that is what you want to do. So that way that person's not getting invested in you and then you just drop them like nothing. So That's what you have to do pretty much. That's my main tip is to network with people, connect with other people. And that's how you're going to get, you know, yourself out there, because you have a small amount of subscribers. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention here is make sure the other person has roughly about the same amount of subscribers as you. Now, there's a certain point where this sort of becomes obsolete, but that's when you get into a bigger channel range. For example, if you have 50 subscribers, I wouldn't recommend going for someone that has over 300. Just stick into that little range. And then if you have 500, stay away from 1K. And then if you have 1K, you can sometimes get up to like 5, maybe 10K. It all depends on the person, of course. There are other people that will just, you know, go to your channel and actually like you, and no matter how many subscribers you have, they will collab with you. And then if that happens to you, then congratulations, that's really cool. However, most times when people get messages, especially if they're a larger channel, don't ever message larger channels, by the way, but especially if they're a larger channel, and you know, they get a lot of messages, man. Like I get a lot of messages, and I'm only at 5K. I can only imagine what other people get. I get a lot of messages of people saying, oh, you want to record this with me, you want to record that, want to be in my videos or whatever. And I go to their channel, they have 3 videos, 0 subscribers, and their latest video was 6 months ago. No, build yourself up before you actually try to put yourself out there. Why are you going to put yourself out there if you have nothing to offer? It just doesn't make sense, does it? A lot of people just really want to get quick into the game, and they don't want to do the grind. I've had a grind for 4 years almost. Actually, I'll say I've been doing YouTube stuff since like 2008, so I guess, yeah, around 4 years is the grinding stuff going on here. And has it paid off? Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I've got a good bit of a fan base, and I get to help out other people, and I think it's pretty cool, and I get to entertain people, so it's not a bad thing. And it makes the grind worth it. That's another thing. If you wake up overnight with 50,000 subs, what did you sacrifice for that? How is that glory, you know? If you just wake up overnight not working for it, then you're just going to assume that's how the rest of YouTube is going to go, that you don't have to work for anything. But me, on the other hand, I know that anything worth having in life requires time, effort, patience, and dedication. And if you can do that on YouTube, then you might be off to a good start. And I know I don't have the largest channel, so who am I to give advice? But I think that if you were to network with other people, that is my biggest thing to get yourself out there. Don't be posting on people's videos saying, check out my channel. Don't be posting on my channel saying, check out my channel. That just gets annoying. And not only that, it makes people that make the videos feel like you didn't even watch their video and you just commented that for the sake of commenting it, and which you probably did. But just take it seriously a bit, you know, and try to put yourself out there and get with other people that are around your sub range, that are like you, similar personalities, like your same sort of things. And best of luck. Goodbye.